Hello everybody. Welcome back to another day of textures. This music is a bit intense for an intro, sorry about that. Let's turn it back up here. It was a bit loud the last stream, so I'm trying to keep it a bit under wraps. Hopefully this isn't too loud. Hopefully chat will let me know if it is too loud, if chat is working. So yeah, thank you guys very much for joining me today. I am awfully tired. I had a very busy day. One of those days where you do a lot, yet you still feel like you didn't accomplish that much. Just been working on personal like coding projects and stuff. And today is just more the UI, the design of stuff. I did not make nearly as much progress as I wanted to, but that is completely fine because I still made progress nonetheless. I am actually a bit behind today because I was just working on that and I forgot. Or I saw 6:30 and I was like, okay, it's 6:30, I have time, and then it was instantly 6:50. So I'm still picking out textures for our second page of textures. If you guys remember, we finished yesterday, which is awesome. Let's see. There's many options. It's a bit daunting because this is the first texture as well. So you want it to be pretty decent. Looking at it though, raspberry does look quite challenging but doable at the same time. So I'm somewhat excited to tackle that one. Sorry about this low start today. We're gonna pick this out before we do anything else because I feel like once we have a good flow, it's kind of hard to stop. Let's see. There's a lot of like generic ones like skin or stuff, but I feel like I don't totally want to do those. And plus, looking just randomly on Pinterest for texture ideas, you can only get so lucky. I never accounted for that since I've done so many so far. It's gonna be a bit hard to find more. Let's see. And of course, yeah, we're not counting this towards our time today because this is a bit of a separate thing. But man, I wish it just had a giant repository I could hit randomize and boom, it would give me a texture that I could do. Oh, this looks promising. If it loads. Oh, I think this is high. Oh, here we go. Huh. Feathers and things like that. Feathers and scales are always quite difficult for me to imagine, so not totally sure if I want to do those just yet. We're searching though. There's like a head of lettuce. That one could be interesting, though quite difficult. Let's continue searching. Sorry if this is going to take so long, guys. But I can only say sorry so many times, I might as well. Oh, there is ramen. That's an interesting one. That'd be very difficult. That is a very intricate drawing. Found like the Minecraft side of textures. Now, it's like not even textures, just people making textures into cubes. Not even for Minecraft. Very, very strange. And of course, I keep seeing ones that we've already done. There is roof shingles. That one could be interesting. Let's see what else we have. Kind of got hooked on the fruits from the last couple of textures that we've done, so I want to repeat that. Wow, this fruit looks like a dragon of some sorts. That's awesome. We could do a devil fruit as well. I did talk about that previous stream. Orange is also an option. I feel like orange would be a bit easy though, because it's just a somewhat accumulation of dots. A lot of birchwood ideas. What if I go to my personal? I'm gonna go to my personal collection and see if it generates me any there. See if we could get lucky. Oh, now it's only recommending me mushrooms after yesterday. That is not helpful. There's also some ideas, because I did octopus, and octopus isn't there. Oh, a dragon. Is that a dragon fruit? Oh, wow. That is intense. Oh, what is this? A Kiwano melon. Okay, I'm kind of messing with this. A Kiwano melon. Oh, there it is. That is a very, very strange... Oh my gosh, that looks like something out of Subnautica. Let's do that. Perfect. Alrighty, let's pop that into PureRef. See if there's any other... This one, compared to most other images I'm seeing, is a bit pokey, I guess, if that's a good way of putting it. It's more spiked than the other images I'm seeing, but I think we'll stick with this one, because that's quite intense. I like it. Oh, there was also, what is this? Is this just a Brussels sprout? Artichoke, sorry. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. We could do an artichoke. I don't see why not. Let's do an artichoke. Because this one seems... This is like kind of my... We'll do an artichoke today because I have a feeling this will take most of our time. And we'll do the guano melon another time because that one seems a bit easier. Copy that. Quite a pixelated image. That's unfortunate. Oh gosh. The control scheme of Pinterest annoys me at times. I'll just click off of something and be sent very, very far away. Yeah, I think this is enough reference images. Saving that all to the Pinterest. And I'll make sure whenever I upload this Pinterest link that it has most of the textures that I've used so people can use the same references if they need. Awesome, good stuff. Okay, let's get to it. Hopefully. Oh, yeah, I haven't even tested my camera or anything. Oh, yeah, because I haven't set up my camera today. Man, I am behind. I apologize, guys. Well, let's turn this on. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, there we go. Wow. Okay, let's raise it up a tiny bit. Yeah, apologies, man. I guess I've just been really distracted recently. That is a shame. Alrighty. And I think, if I remember right, last time I set a manual focus. And so we're going to be... a bit weird. Oh yeah, so also I have some bad news. Not bad news, but let's turn our autofocus back on for the sake of the camera. Oh, it is autofocus. It's just doing a horrible job. As per usual. Seems like 40 is about good, usually. That seems about good. Yep, 40. Okay. Good stuff. Okay. And I feel like it's tilted a bit, so we're gonna... Late start today. I guess we have those days every once in a while. Okay, this is very strangely positioned, but I'll take it. Okay, so yeah. TLDR, Drawbox requires you to do these forms of organic forms and then contoured. So these are ellipses, and then there's a contour assignment. So despite the effort that we put into this yesterday, we have to make a contour version. So that'll be part of our warm-up, or that'll be part of our 1 hour, but we'll use the backs of these pages for warm-up and texture analysis. And I have a whole collection of all the other pages that we haven't finished filling up yet, so we can, you know, fill up and, yeah, stop wasting paper, essentially. So, without further ado, thank you all for joining, for those who have. Apologies for the delay, and I hope everyone else is having a wonderful day. Be a bit crazy out here, but it is Friday, actually. I'm in a break, so, you know, it's same old for me. But, with that being said, it is the Friday, so I hope everyone's out partying, having fun, relaxing, and for those who are joining me now or in the future, I hope you're having a great time wherever you are. Let's try to... There we go. Okay. And we lost focus. This camera is really failing me. Despite how much I've liked it so far, it is not making me proud. How's that? That's wonderful. Okay. I'm just going to set to manual focus today. And of course, we're using our Drawbox pen. I highly recommend this pen. It makes me very happy. So, without further ado, let's get started. But yeah, that little project... Oh, goodness. Little project I'm working on. I'm making an Itch.io game. It's a card game. And I have the entire functionality pretty much down. I've coded it in Python. I've made some UML diagrams and stuff to help me transfer it over to C#, and so I can get development pretty smooth on Unity, because I'm making it Unity and rendering it with OpenGL. And it's going to be kind of cool, because they're releasing support. Unity is releasing support for Web GPU, even though this is not going to be at all a GPU-intensive game. It just means it's going to release wider support for, there we go, sorry about that. Wider support for computers and phones. Their search engines, or, you know, whatever it may be, browsers, can more readily access GPU to help render stuff in-game. So browser gaming may become more powerful. We may see a new rise of that, which I'd be happy with. And our lines are doing pretty good. Not day 2 lines, but I'm very happy with them. I bet it's the Drawbox pins. These things give you secret powers. Not sponsored, but highly recommend buying them. It's bang for your buck, especially if you like fine liners like me. Such a simple tool, yet it could do so much. And it really forces you to learn. And remember, we're trying to be more speedy and take our hands off the page so we aren't relying on it. But we don't want to. Ooh, wow, that was almost pretty bad. We don't want to sacrifice our speed for accuracy. Oof. Or poor lines like that. Let's do a big plane over here. But yeah, so my little game I'm making, I'm trying to design the cards, because it is based off of a Japanese card game or type of card game called Kabufuda. Me and my friend played it recently and I got hooked on it, and I thought it would be an amazing project to do on the side for coding, which it has been. Ironically though, I'm not much of a asset artist, a designer, so... And this is such a small project, I wouldn't really want to hire someone to do the art. But I wanted to look somewhat presentable. So it's a mix of finding art that I like and... or making art that is somewhat passable, satisfies me, but also doesn't take ages to do. We're doing 4 planes today, feeling a bit crazy. I finally chose a color palette. I just selected a limited palette, so one of those old 4 color palettes, kind of like a Game Boy, if that's correctly what I'm thinking about. And we're just gonna make it in that. I want it to be a very peaceful and cozy game. And I did add, it's mostly gonna be shades of blue/purple. I love purple, as you can tell. And I did add a red accent in there to contrast the blue, because many Kabu cards are red, or they have red accents to them. They're black, white, and red, primarily. Especially for like the Special 4 card, which is sometimes gold, sometimes this weird shiny green. Actually, recently I was talking about on stream, Kabufuda deck did come in. Awesome. They're much smaller than I imagined, but I knew they were going to be small, but man, just holding them, very small. Set them all up though, have all of them, came in pretty nice condition. Wouldn't say it was worth the money, but you know, definitely some fun stuff. So now I can continue with playing with my friends and teach some more friends it. Been thinking once I move back to college, I'll set up these streams. I think I may move it to 8 o'clock at night. Because I still have to go to the gym, make dinner, work on some other projects, so I feel like this would be a healthy and happy way to end the day on a good note, drawing with... But also, my focus will be kind of out the window at that point, so I don't want to, don't want to sacrifice the quality of my work on here for time. Or maybe I can move gym to the end of the day. Just the problem with that is there are studies that working out near the end of the day could keep you up longer, and sleep is a very important thing for me. As it is for most people. I tried to make this a square, but I clearly did not do too well in that regard on this face, but we can still make it work, right? Okay. But yeah, I'm very excited to get back to that little game project tonight. That's what I was being obsessive, and I wasn't keeping track of time earlier. Man, these are going to be almost parallel. I got asked a really good question by one of my friends the other day, because I'm constantly absorbed in projects, and they asked me like, why do this much over the break, you know? Which is a very good question. But I don't really see it as work per se. I see it as, you know, a very fun hobby. I like making these things. I like doing these things. So while it is tiring, I mean, going to the gym is also tiring, yet people still love it, and it's not considered work. It could be considered hard work, but you know. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoy this. I don't think it's work, or this, making things, including this. I'll never consider this a job, and that's why I both don't want a huge community base, nor do I want a huge salary from this, is because I want to just be able to do this freely and enjoy it. And I don't want to say this is temporary, because the things you should enjoy and your habits should be a permanent, healthy adjustment to your life. But at the same time, once I get to a certain point, or if I even complete Drawbox, I may quit streaming, and just be happy that I was able to hopefully encourage some people to pick up hobbies that they liked along the way. Because this is both a habit builder for me, just as it is for the people watching. And it is very, oh wow, I just drew over that line, a very rewarding process to catalog my progress throughout Drawbox online. And for those who are starting hobbies, I'd recommend just doing what I'm doing and starting a stream for it. No harm, no foul. It'll definitely keep you consistent. That one didn't hit the line, but I was kind of prepared for that. Okay, let's ooh, we're being weird, we're doing this side first, huh? Yeah, it's pretty good. This one's a bit tricky, it's very... There we go. I don't really have a set day goal for this channel either. Definitely not going to be a very long thing. But I think once I get to the end of Drawbox, I'll make that decision. For now though, I'm here, and I want everyone possible to get something good out of this stream, and to pick up a healthy hobby. Almost sound like cult-like, constantly bringing up that every stream, but I think it is quite important that we find things to do that we love, and that we fervently pursue them. The thought of like just sitting around doing nothing, not as a workaholic standpoint, but just like I wanna make stuff, you know? There's times for breaks, everything. We talked about that a few streams ago. But I have that energy. And it's also possible to get creative burnout too. That's a very real possibility. I've had it happen sometimes where no one's forcing you to do anything. You are working yourself so much because you're so infatuated with a project that it can come back to hurt you. Which does suck because, like, what did I do? You know? I just wanted to enjoy the thing I was working on. Now this one's not going to be too convergent, but... or accurate, I should say. I did it a bit weird. Oh, wow. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, see, it almost looks like it's twisting right there. It should have been, like, right there-ish. Okay, so I'm gonna start our 1 hour timer, and we're gonna start doing some organic forms with contours instead of ellipses, just to warm up to get to making the page of those, and then we'll start approaching the artichoke artichoke texture of the day. So let's set our hour timer. I'm going to take a quick water break. Guys, when I tell you water is a superpower, it is very helpful, especially for when you're doing things like drawing, because it refreshes your brain quite literally. So drink water. It's awesome for you. Wow. I think that's the best sausage form I've ever done. Right out the gate. I'm telling you guys, it's the magic of the Drawbox pins. And this will also count as our warm-up ellipses too. Let me make sure that timer is started. Awesome stuff. Ah, jeez. I think I need to slow down at the end. That's what's causing a lot of these. Also have to be careful of smearing. Did that tiny bit right there. I can never tell where the ink comes from. Yeah, slowing down at the end helps me make that final connection. So yeah, for these, we're going to do ellipse, and then we're going to go... Ooh. I'm going to do a big one over here, because I feel like it. Ooh, that was a bit weird. Ah, jeez. This is why we have warm-ups. Don't want to curl inside, though. We want to kind of connect the rest of that. Oh, that was pretty good. Except for that, I mean, that was still, we're getting the hang of it. Let's keep trying. Have this other page that we never finished, so we could actually practice some of our contour lines on this. Stuff. Since it's a bit weird looking at the other contour, I can never decide what the degree of some of these should be. I think I should start doing it like that. Getting some somewhat smoother lines that way. Eh. Seen better. Jeez. Well, whatever. Let's do some more, and then we'll get to our final page. Oof. Not like that, though, jeez. Not like that either. I'm having some, like, oblate sausage forms. What happened to the one I did earlier? That one was perfect. That was pretty good. Although a bit small. Decent. Kind of lost focus during that one, to be honest. Wasn't thinking. That was decent. Confident, at least. Oh man, the hesitation killed me right there. Oh jeez. Man, I'm just not focused today. Let's go a bit slower. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. We've seen better. This one's getting closer to us, so we're gonna close the degree. Better. Perfect. I mean, not perfect at all, but I think that'll be acceptable for when we do the actual thing. So let's grab a fresh piece of paper. Great stuff. And let's do it. I'll only give myself one redo. So if this one fails miserably, I'll let myself do it one more time, but that's it. So we want 7 on the page. That's the goal. Not bad. Meh. Very close to the edge of the page, but hey, we're conserving room. Gives us some more room to work on some awesome textures. Not feeling this next one, but we'll do our best. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Oof. Choked a bit right there, but it's fine. Already have 4, we only need 3 more, and yet we have so much room. We've done a wonderful job so far. Let's make some big ones. No, this one's kind of thick, but it's fine. That one was a bit weird, but I think it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome. Let's bisect them all. Take our time with these. I usually rush this part, but it's very important for our ellipses. Or curves, I should say. Awesome. Wonderful job so far. Now for the tricky part, but we can manage. And then we'll have, hopefully this takes less than 5 minutes, so we'll have a good 44, 45-ish minutes to do the artichoke, which will take some time. It looks like a somewhat difficult piece, but we got it. Take a quick water break real quick. Good stuff. Let me check that everything on the stream is going well. Awesome. Good stuff. Why do I have an average view duration with no viewers? I don't get how that works. But hey, we'll take it. Back to it, right? Alrighty. The moment of truth, right? For these, I'm gonna try to keep my pinky off the page. Bad habit. Not bad. Didn't commit to the top fully. This one's gonna be a high degree. Remember, we want at least 2 of these to have 4, like easily 4 subsections. So this one, I think, this one maybe, or this one. This one, meh. Because I can see a texture here, and then either the inside of both of these or the outside. We'll see. Actually, yeah, so you wouldn't be able to see this texture. So this is 1, 2, so 1, 2, or unless we did texture, which is a small area. 1, 2, 3. So we'll have to play it smart. Or what we could do is we could do something like this. Oh, my pin wasn't close enough to the page. We'll fix that. Yeah. Mistakes happen. So we have this, and then we're gonna go. I messed it up. Well. I meant to go on this part of it. My brain is just not all there today, guys. I apologize. So now we have it split in half, which is a pretty cool effect. And those turned out pretty well, so I'll take it. And as our friend in chat said the other day, textures are going over it, so it's not the end of the world. So this makes it look like it's kind of... Yeah, so I've been somewhat using the forms wrong, but I got away with it over here. But yeah, these demonstrate a better understanding of the object. Now this is Oh, this is not the best, but yeah, who cares? So this is gonna... The degree is increasing, so it's getting further away from us, so we can increase it. Or decrease the degree, sorry. So it's close to us, going away from us, somewhat coming back. I'm gonna actually leave it like that. This could easily be a 4, though, right here. Oof, not my best. Good job. Okay, so we have 7 textures. And without further ado, let's pop over to the reference area. There we go. We got our artichokes right here. About 3 reference images, just to help us understand the form of it. I feel like this one will be the most helpful for analyzing it. And our music player just broke. Wonderful. I think I know what it's breaking now too, so we're gonna try to fix this real quick. I have a pretty good idea. We're gonna stop our music, refresh everything. Click on the playlist, play it, and shuffle. Oh, one of my favorite songs from the mix. Awesome stuff. So yeah, I think whenever I go to my YouTube browser, it messes it up. And of course, like per usual, I'm trying to fix this. I'm gonna email Creator Mix quite soon to see if we can get this sorted, because yeah, this is not the best thing. Anyways, let's look at some artichokes. So, I don't even know what an artichoke is, to be completely honest with you guys. We're gonna have the stem at the top. We'll put this over here. I almost would have confused it for a like a scratch paper to draw on. Okay, these are finished, so we're gonna put these over here. Those are a bit crowded. Open up the old art binder and pull out some old scratch paper to work with. Let's see, what options do we have? We have the Franken box, because that page isn't completely full. We have this one. We'll do this. Oh, all you guys can see is my binder. Apologies. Awesome. Okay, here we are. Artichoke time. So, let's see. Is there really a pattern? I wish I had one from like above, so I could know like how many are around. It seems somewhat random. Yeah. See these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-ish. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's weird. Yeah. Very strange. Very strange food. So now, personally, looking at this, this circular artichoke almost looks like a box. So we're gonna draw it as a box. Or square, I should say. And we're going to ghost, very important. Ooh, apparently have very arced lines. Yeah, geez. Okay, let's lock in. There we go. Oh, beautiful line. Alrighty, and this is a circle. And technically, this whole thing is just a bunch of concentric circles divided into 8s. So maybe we can use that to our advantage to help understand this strange fruit. Vegetable? Fruit? Yeah, okay, back to it. So yeah, let's make this circle. Oh, geez. These dots were kind of here as guides, but they're kind of messing me up, so. Yeah, the one where I actually did depend on the dot, it kind of did not end up too well. Yeah, whatever. Okay, anyways. So we have our circle inside a thing. I'm gonna try to find a picture of artichoke from above. Artichoke. above, just so we can get like a idea. Well, no one's taking pictures of artichokes from above. Here we go. Oh, you could buy this painting for $25. Here we go, good stuff. You can see more of the pattern that's happening right there. 1, 2, 3. Man, is there still not like a totally from above artichoke? Just top bird's eye view artichoke. I don't want to buy one off Amazon, please. No, thank you. You'd think with all the amazing pictures of artichokes, they would have one looking straight down at it. Once artichokes go extinct, humanity will not know what the top of an artichoke looks like. For all of our media has no pictures of it. Maybe it's like a curse to look at it or something. Maybe they're doing me a favor. Oh man, there's a somewhat okay picture, but it leads me straight to Amazon, so I don't really care about taking pictures from that. Okay, well, we'll just look at this one for now. Help us understand what's going on. So, I'm gonna give it layers. This thing does not have like distinct layers. It's like top, bottom, bottom, top, bottom, top. Yeah, like it's a very weird pattern going around. Technically this, yeah, top, or top, bottom, yeah, like it, no, it's weird. 1, 2, 3, see, it spirals. Let's focus on a singular leaf first. It has this, stingray shape to it, you know? So yeah, artichoke leaf. It's gonna... This is the midline of it. And then we have... I'm kind of looking at this one over here. We have our top. And then we have this part, so we go like this. So this is almost like a kite. It actually does flatten out up here. I drew that somewhat incorrectly. I wasn't looking fully. So it connects like this to the top, and then it has that thing to it. So that's mostly it. Okay. Seems a bit wider. Has a bit more of that round to it, but what else do we have? It does have this kind of V to it, which could be made with a broken line. So leave a note here. Can be a broken line. So from above, what would this look like? Kind of has a... If we're gonna do this almost. Project it. And then kind of curves a bit, so you have the V. Oh, that's a... There we go. Oops. And then you have the bottom of it, which I'm going to draw a bit lighter because it's further away. And of course it is darker down here. We're going to double hatch that because it's quite dark. And we do have that V. You do kind of have these, like, you know, striations to it. I don't think I'm actually going to draw those. Okay, so we have this form somewhat. I kind of like this. So to simplify this, it can be a triangle, triangle, dip, dip. So what we'll do is we'll start with the triangle. This is like a dramatized version of it. And realize, so yeah, even this is like 1 unit, 2 unit. In reality, it's like 1 unit, third unit, even half a unit. So, just to kind of understand it. So, the question is, do we work in to out or out to in? I say it should definitely be an in to out thing. Yeah, so we're gonna very lightly cut this in half. And I'm gonna say initially it has, I'd say 5. Let's do 6 because that's an even number. We're gonna kind of cut this into like a pizza almost because 8 at the end. Good stuff. And so yeah, what does the center of the artichoke look like? Can't really see it, but it's just this. It's almost like an octagon, I'd say. It's just a very strange shape. And then it has, of course, all the leaves going into it. A lot of those, you can see this part of the view. So we'll do. Now that I think about it, this kind of already is the shape of it. Because it has like this part and then that part, the triangle up here and then the triangle down here. Or, trapezoid, is that it? I think it's no, trapezoid is this, right? I don't know, man. Embarrassing not knowing my shapes. But I can say for certain that outside of it, it does have these like broken lines. Because there's not those V overhangs that it usually has. So we can do some of these broken lines from it. And then we can get to the actual leaves of it. So we'll have one right there. This one will go over it. Maybe these need to be a bit larger. This one will go over this one, but the next one will go under it. There we go. And what do the shadows look like on this? It's just kind of a projection, a further projection of the shape, so we can do V right here. V right here. It's coming together slowly. We'll make the little inner shape smaller. It is a bit crowded right now, so it's kind of hard to see what's going on, to be fair. Okay. So, also as they go, these leaves happen, more and more of them are revealed. So, make sure these V's are somewhat like, this is the center, then they're radially outwards from it. They should be a bit more steep. They are more triangular in real life. So like this one right here. Also, these V's will get smaller as it gets closer to us. So like if we're looking at it top down, I need to stop doing it. Actually, no, it should be more like this. V. And then as it moves closer to us, this V will not get horizontally smaller, width-wise, but height-wise. Oh my gosh. So what I'm actually going to do is like this. Yeah, we're gonna redo that. So we have our main V. And then we'll draw one right here. That's about a tiny bit less than that. Then tiny bit less than that. Then tiny bit less than that. Just kind of how like ellipses decrease when we look more at them. So this one's smaller. This one's smaller. So yeah, it's slowly moving towards us. It doesn't completely give that feeling though. And of course, the shadow will also get smaller because we're looking more at it. These look like little frogs. How are we doing on time? Only 30 minutes, jeez, okay. And this is quite a difficult texture, especially for a first one, so. And I'm just inking useless things right now, even though I am trying to make a point. Let's pull out the Sharpie of Doom, just to speed this up a bit, and to smear ink on my desk. Sharpie of Doom. Dangerous, dangerous Sharpie. I refuse to use Sharpie on my textures anymore. Over inking is probably the biggest mistake I've learned from during all of textures. This isn't totally looking 3D. We'll do one big old shadow for the last one. Meh. Kinda, it just looks like a bunch of McDonald's. What am I doing? Okay. So, I think I got my point across though. So yeah, we want it to be eccentric, so we'll add a leaf here. And the leaves do kind of get bigger, I should say. Not the V's. The V's actually are pretty small. I'm drawing them a bit large. So like this one. Everything smells like Sharpie now. Ugh. And yeah, they have that flat top, then they go down. So flat top, then they go down. It's a very small flat top, so this, and then very wide, actually. Flat top, wide. Flat top, wide. They overlap each other quite a bit. In fact, I didn't overlap them enough over here because now these are not big enough to overlap them continuously. So let's draw a new one. And this isn't even starting on the 3D form of it. so we have our center. Oddly shapen thing. I guess we could start from going from the outside. Where we'll have these little tents, I guess little canopies, you could call them. So to kind of copy what we had going down there. We'll start with the canopy portion of it, so we'll go like this. And then we have our V. And then this one will get cut off by this one. I guess we should make them a bit larger. Good. Okay, that turned out quite well. And then we're going to bend them ever so forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So did almost 8. We'll add a little groove here. Do one here. 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 One here. Somewhat symmetric. Add our little tops to them. It's gonna look weird for a second, but I think that's okay because the shadows will really give us this form. And I'm gonna just start doing them randomly. Just like random, like this one is below this one, just to give it that form. And then we're gonna start filling in the cast shadows over here. Oh, look at that, a cast shadow going over 2 leaves. That's really cool. That's gonna look pretty decent. I'm gonna kind of bend them a tiny bit because, you know, they're bent forms. Over inking is a fear on this one, but we will manage. Since my old Micron's not in complete use anymore and it's a bit more fond of spilling ink, we'll use this one for the interiors. Oh wait, we forgot to add our little V's to this. Oops. We can maybe add like a... Fix that. We could pull out the Sharpie of Doom, and in fact, I will. Just to speed up the process a tiny bit. I'm evil, I left it with the cap off because we're probably going to use it quite soon. Wow, no ink on my desk. I guess it's that glossy that... I almost filled that in because I thought it was like a missing dot. Yeah, these were a bit thick. Ironic, because I used my Sharpie of Doom. And that makes sense because like we said over here, the closer it gets to us, the less that shadow will be visible. So we'll leave those notes to ourselves. So yep, let's do some notes. 1. Don't forget the V shadow. Then So these size shadows should have been probably the size of the next layer. And I was trying to put this in there. Wrong one. There we go. Close my Sharpie. Really don't have to use that on this. Just realized I've left my amazing drawbox marker a bit open. Okay, I think we could do one layer here and then like a pseudo layer in the center. And of course these V's are going to get bigger as they come towards the center. We're gonna have our pseudo interior ones. It's gonna kind of look like. Make sure they're all concentric, whatever it is. Then do our deep shadows here, because these are really hanging over. Even though these are supposed to be the deep ones, they're practically the size of the outer layers ones, which is not good, but pull out the evil Sharpie for this one. This Sharpie's head is a bit not the best. There we go, that's much more fine. I think the shadows in general should be much thinner than this. This was a bit excessive. It is kind of pretty to look at, even though it doesn't look much like an artichoke. That's acceptable. Gonna really bulk up the outer leaves. Yeah, so that kind of looks like it from above-ish. We do have ones on the outside that are like... Actually, yeah, so we're gonna move this one up even more, and we're gonna say it has... this form to it, where it's curving towards you. Those go... Whoop. towards you. So let's add a couple of those. It's gonna be a bit strange to add, but I think this. Oh, that's supposed to be a V, isn't it? Yeah, oops. This is gonna be a very, very thin V. We have this V. Okay, that was a bit not good, so do this. Guess we need to bring it closer probably. So one right here. It's gonna be interior V. Join it. Like this. I didn't give it enough room on the top, so V. Yeah, it was more like V. So we'll do that facing this way, so V. Like that. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. And whatever on the inside. Cool. Okay, now let's start worrying about the 3D view of this. We actually may not get to the texture today. That's fine though. I kind of wanted today to be a lazy day. It's been a rough one, but I mean, this is not at all lazy. We're doing some great analysis right now. Anyways, let's start thinking about that form. It's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be fun. We'll draw an organic form to get started, or like the head of an organic form. Let's pick which one we want to do. This isn't our page. Should really be careful with our pages. I'd say this one is probably a good candidate. We can. I'm imagining it, you know, going out like this. Do we have one that kind of shares this? Not truly. Oh, it does have like these little things coming out of the V, so we can maybe draw that. This one's the closest. If we transform this, doesn't look like I can. Image. Oh, that zooms it in. Nah, whatever. So yeah, this thing is gonna, at least what I'm gonna do is this. Because it's gonna be like facing away from us, like that. Let's bring it more into frame for you guys. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of like this, and they're gonna be pointing down from this thing, and they're all gonna, eventually once you move it up high enough, it does have this kind of bulbous thing to it. So what we could actually do, which would be pretty fun, pretty cool, is we can do this. Let's do it on a different page. I feel like this would be a fun exercise. Totally not me procrastinating. This is gonna be an awesome texture, I promise you guys. So we're going to take it and slowly move it more and more up until we're looking right at it. So from right here to right here, basically, or looking above it even. Because yeah, this is tilted down, so we're gonna keep tilting that up. So we're gonna, this is our page that we want to use. These are extras. So much paper on my desk right now, goodness. I'm gonna put this, find a home for it over here. We're gonna leave this one. Oh man, we almost used it as the undersheet. That would have definitely had some ink bleed through it. Yeah, I've a pretty good feeling we're not getting to the texture today. But we're still drawing, so count this as 50%, who knows. So yeah, we want to, and these look very V-shaped actually. It doesn't even look like I thought they would. So yep, looking at this one right here, this is gonna be kind of like most flat one. And it has, let's estimate it first. Let's do a little rectangle, little construction of it. Come on. Oh yeah. Drawbox pens do like to be held quite vertically. It's very lopsided. Nice. So, we have our midpoint at the top. And put this right here, actually. Make this like this. Not even, like right here. This looks like some kind of clan symbol or something, you know, like something from Skyrim. Take a quick water break, refuel that brain. It's been doing a lot of working today. Good stuff. Thank you to whoever invented water. Alrighty. So, even though the V isn't as prominent on this, I'm still drawing the V. I like the V. So yeah, this is essentially our shape. It is even a bit more triangular. A bit more pokey here. I would like to admit. Okay, there we go. Yeah. You don't really see the underside of it, but it's a lot like that. Much more diamond shape than I'm letting it be. Oof. And you start ghosting. A lot of guesswork right there. Not very acceptable. And then we have this line down the center. Good stuff. Okay. So, with knowing that, and let's do a bit of an analysis right here, just to help us visualize this for the future. Just gonna kind of go over with this pen to estimate what's going on, and we're gonna draw it to the side. So we have, that's almost aligned. Woo! You start ghosting more, man. I say as I do not continue ghosting. Nice, okay. So that is our leaf. Now what we're going to do with it is we're going to start rotating it. So, having this, we are now going to rotate it just a tad bit more towards us. So, just slowly visualizing how that's going to work. What we can do is we can do the little draw box thing. So we're going to go all the way down here. The little draw box thing. This is just true to all 3D forms. So we're going to have this. Maybe it'll help if I see it like this. Yeah, that'll help a lot. And we're going to, not very much aligned, but whatever. I know this looks a bit ugly, but we're going to keep it like that. So this is ultimately going to look like when it's fully away from us. That one was a bit wide, wasn't it? Because yeah, the actual edges go right there, whatever. Looks a bit like a beehive. This one's gonna be, we'll do a midpoint of it. Kind of like a midpoint of it turning. This is where the intuition creativity is gonna kick in a bit. It's gonna be a bit more rounded on the edges. And a bit longer over here. But still gonna have that more rounded bottom to it. I think it needs to be a bit. So yeah, it's gonna be more like this over here. So these lines are like gonna be very curved up here. Be super circular, and then a bit less circular, and then flat. That's kind of, if we really want to think about this, these are just ellipses that are slowly decreasing in their minor axis. Man, that's actually a really intuitive way of thinking about it. So now here, let's do a little fun thing on the side. Yeah, we're not doing this today, so let's do a little fun one on the side. What we can do here is, now that we kind of understand this form a bit more, let's do a bit of a side version of it as well. We know that the V exists here somewhere. It's kind of like a cut view of it. I kind of failed at dotting it. Oh jeez. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. that actually like really bothers me. How like should have ghosted it. I'll say it 100 times. Actually, we can turn this into like a heavy accident and make this like a weird like semi-rotated one. Wow, we accidentally did that. We darken this piece up. It's kind of like the inside of one. I don't know. But anyways, these are just ellipses. Man, this is super fun. I'm liking this. Technically, it is a ellipse with a line right there. So now that we know this, if we technically draw any degree ellipse, half ellipse I guess, and then we taper it, this, oh wait, it looks like it's going in a V, so we don't like that. What we're gonna do, this. Then like, I guess technically up here, right? We can kind of just do the leaf at any point. So if we did a really small ellipse, we're getting the hang of it. What great analysis today. Even though it was kind of just a bunch of looking at things really hard, I think this was very intuitive, and my understanding of these 3D forms has definitely been bolstered, to use very pompous and elegant sounding vocabulary. I think I did well. I liked how this turned out. Even though we didn't do a texture, we did get quite a bit done. We did a lot of drawing. That's the objective. And yeah, I'm going to wrap it up quite quickly today because I have some other stuff to get to. Cut the stream, not short, but, you know, shorter than usual. So yeah, thank you guys very much for joining me today. Oh wow, just broke my desk, I guess. Yeah, thank you very much for joining me today. Today was quite fun, even though a tiring day. This comes to prove that despite the day, you can end it on quite a good positive note. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, wonder what pins I use, what lessons I use, please let me know. So these videos can get to other people. I don't want to just be a sellout and be like, oh, subscribe and like it. But please help the algorithm get this to other people, because in doing so, literally, you don't even have to subscribe, okay, right? Just like it, which is, you could do that right now, very easy. And that'll get the video to other people. You're actively helping people with their hobbies once they can come join our community and participate in art and whatever, and solidifying skills that will help people be people, you know, help them enjoy their end of days despite how the day might have started. So yeah, blah blah blah. Please just give it a like, give it a tiny bit of like, who knows. Yeah, anyways, no more panhandling. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you have a great end of your day, a great weekend. Join me tomorrow, either tomorrow and Sunday. I'm not sure what my break day will be, but we will have a no stream day coming up soon. And yeah, so thank you very much, and I'll see you guys later. I still don't have an end screen, so we're going back to the start. See ya.